Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Jean here from Authentic Energy. So today, let's dive into six most asked questions, frequently asked questions about Herbalife breakfast set. Okay, so before we get into it, I do have to revise and remind everybody that the Herbalife breakfast program is aloe vera, your herbal tea, and the Formula One shake. All right, this is the basis. So basically, if you look at these three, it forms 3 steps. I have actually prepared a quick chart here just to remind everybody what the Herbalife breakfast concept is, and also, what the Herbalife breakfast set looks like, right? So basically, in the correct order, right, we have step 1, aloe vera to cleanse your body, and step 2, the tea, the herbal tea to energize your body and to give your body the metabolism boost. And then step 3, you have the Formula One shake, right? That is there to give all the nutrients to your body, to nourish your body, right? So step 3, usually we pair with a protein drink mix or a personalized protein powder to actually enhance, to boost the protein intake, right? And if you guys want to, know more details about how to make the Herbalife breakfast and more details about, the Herbalife breakfast concept, you can check out my videos from before. I made a ton of videos on the Herbalife breakfast concept and the breakfast set. Okay, I'm a big fan, I'm a big advocate of the Herbalife breakfast program because it is actually a signature. In my opinion, the Herbalife breakfast is really the signature cellular nutrition to help everybody, lose weight, gain weight, improve overall health, improve overall nutrition. So I'm a big advocate of it. Okay, however, time and time again, I still come across, a lot of questions, and like almost every week, I have people asking me questions about, Herbalife breakfast. So like I just decided to take today, as the opportunity to answer some of the FAQs around Herbalife breakfast. Okay, so if you still have questions and if I didn't answer any of the questions that you have, please write them in the comment below, all right? And I'll try my best to check them as soon as I can. And of course, you can also reach out to me on my Instagram or Facebook at Authentic Energy. That is also another great way to get in touch with me. Okay, so let's have a look at the first question. Okay, what does everybody ask about Herbalife breakfast? Okay, so now the number one thing, I'll say all the FAQs today are actually kind of ranked in the popularity order, right? So the top ones are usually the ones that I get asked a lot, and then it goes down to like the sixth one that's probably the least asked. Okay, the first one is, can I switch up the order? Right. So the order that I suggest everyone to take, and also the order that is suggested by Herbalife, as the cellular nutrition for your body in the morning, is to do your aloe first, to do your tea, and to do your shake last. Right. So, however, a lot of people would always, tell me about their lifestyles or their preferences and say, can I just do the shake first and I'll drink aloe and tea later? Or can I do the tea first, right? Because I'm used to waking up in the morning and have my coffee first. So can I take the tea first? And then I'll take, the shake, and then I'll do the aloe last, right? So my answer is based on my experience, my coaching experience, and also the experience of, many thousands of people that I've coached, based on their result, is that, however you want to be flexible with your routine, you can be flexible with your routine. Okay, I'm not here to tell you that no, you cannot change up anything. However, your first step, okay, should always be the aloe. Okay, your first step doesn't matter how you want to be flexible and switch things up. Your first step should always be the aloe. Just remember this. Why is that? Because when you wake up, you want to cleanse your body first, right? Think about however long that you spend on sleeping. And while you're sleeping, your body is doing a lot of work to metabolize, to like regenerate the cells. And also your body accumulates, kind of toxin and a lot of acidity overnight, right, during sleep. So the first thing, I'll say, in my opinion, the healthiest thing that you can do for your body when you wake up is to cleanse the inside. And that is what the aloe vera does, right? It's just like when we wake up in the morning, we want to cleanse ourselves on the outside, right? Brush our teeth, take a shower, wash our face, and, cleanse the face. So we want to actually cleanse, right? Because sleeping is a big job. And sleeping can also make our body, accumulate, dirt. That's my word, right? So the first thing should always be aloe vera. Okay. And I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the flexibility of, like the tea and the aloe. Okay. So remember, it doesn't matter how you switch things up. The first step should always be aloe vera. Okay, FAQ number 2. Can I eliminate any steps? Okay, because we have 3 steps here, right? 1, aloe, 2, tea, 3, shake. Can I eliminate any of them? Okay, so here's my answer to this. Okay, you can actually eliminate, I'll say, in my opinion, I'll suggest you to eliminate just one. Like if you, due to like, I don't know, your lifestyle, dietary requirements, or any kind of like other medical requirements, if you have to kind of like skip, or you have to like avoid any one of them, right? I'll say, avoid the tea. Okay, in my opinion, because right now I'm pregnant, so I am minimizing my caffeine intake. So as a result of that, currently in my breakfast routine, I'm eliminating the tea. So I do my aloe. The first thing is always aloe vera to cleanse the body, to hydrate. Okay, and the second step, I do the shake. Okay, so I eliminate the tea in my breakfast. However, I still take a little bit of the tea, like, during the day as a little pick me up. But in the morning, because it's my personal preference, as a result of, me being pregnant, so I eliminate the tea at the moment. But when I'm not pregnant and when I'm not breastfeeding, okay, so remember this, if you're breastfeeding, you do want to eliminate or like, minimize your caffeine intake as well. So like, I'll say safely speaking, it's it's just easier if you don't do the tea in the morning, right? Just to eliminate the caffeine, right? So that's my suggestion if you do have to eliminate. However, if you're thinking that, can I eliminate the aloe vera? I don't like the taste or something like that. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Whatever your goal is, if it's like weight loss or weight gain or nutrition digestion improvement, you do need the aloe vera there to cleanse your body first. Why? Because when the aloe vera cleanses your body, right, it actually helps your intestines to be more ready and to be cleaner in order to absorb the nutrients, right? Because our nutrients are absorbed through our small intestines. Okay, and then I'm not going to go through the whole science of it, but the fact is that the cleaner, right, the healthier your gut system, your intestines are, the easier it is for your body to absorb nutrition, right? So like I always tell everyone, just don't wake up and drink your shake. I mean, you will get the benefits for sure from the shakes. It's not like it's useless, but your shakes will actually get better absorbed. The nutrients will actually work better in your body when you actually do the first step, when you actually cleanse your body first, right? So no matter which step you eliminate, just don't eliminate the cleansing and the shake, right? So in my opinion, like if you really, really have to eliminate a step, right, I'll say eliminate the tea. You can do the tea another time, right? And like in my opinion, like if you don't need to eliminate anything, especially those of you who have the goal of healthy weight loss, right, I'll say stick to 1 2 3, right? Like just don't bargain, don't negotiate too much. And to be honest, like the way that the breakfast is designed this way, right, like cleanse, energize, metabolism boost, and nourish, right, it has its own science behind it, right? It is based on cellular cleansing, cellular nutrition, and it has a lot of like like information research and like different result based research to back it up. So and based on my almost 9 years of experience of doing Herbalife breakfast 1 2 3 step, and based on the results of so many clients, I can tell you that when you do your breakfast steps 1 2 3, stick to it diligently, you will actually see the result. And not only seeing the result, but your body actually feels amazing over time. Okay, so let's jump to the next question. Okay, next question is, can I eat something on top of the breakfast routine? right? And okay, whenever I hear this, I will always ask first, okay, what is your goal, right? Like if you are my client already, then I obviously know your goal. But if you're not, then, if you're watching this right now, you have to know your goal first, right? And firstly, for most of you guys, I believe your goal is to lose weight, right? So to lose weight, we have to actually start from changing our nutrition habits. And what is the best start to changing our nutritional habits is by changing the way we eat our breakfast. Is by starting your day with good nutrition, right? And the case is that the fact is that most people still till today, most people don't start the day with good nutrition. Either you skip your breakfast, right? Or you start your day with just a cup of coffee, maybe a cup of coffee with some carb, right? This is the conventional go-to breakfast because we're all very busy. We're always on the go, 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 right? So I'll say most, in a lot of cases, like, in like, Western countries, people actually skip breakfast. So as a result of that, your blood sugar level is getting affected. And as a result of that, like your body craves, like the less nutritious, less healthy kind of food. Like most likely it's like something that's high in sugar and fat, high in carbs, right? So without having the right nutrition in the morning, your food choices throughout the day is like heavily influenced and like very, very affected. So as a result, like we don't choose the right type of food to put into our body, right? And we're constantly craving, different kind of like snacks, which our body doesn't need. And as a result, people put on weight, right? So this is actually, I'm just simplifying everything. And which is why, when we are working on healthy weight management, the whole point of having the Herbalife breakfast is to replace everything that you've been doing, right? Whether if it's like a muffin you're eating or a coffee or cereal or I don't know, just fruits and yogurt, right? Like these things, I'm not saying they're bad, but what I'm saying is that they don't really give your body that much nutrition, okay? Because your body needs 114 nutrients when you wake up in the morning. Because when we're sleeping, we're starving ourselves, right? Like we were actually fasting when we're sleeping, we're not eating. That's why the first meal is called breakfast, break the fast. Okay, I've talked about this in one of my breakfast wellness seminar before. You can go find out the video here. You can go through the whole, details, the whole presentation. But, in simple terms, like you need to start your day with the right nutrition. So for healthy weight loss, the whole idea is to replace everything you're doing, okay, whatever you've been doing that's not giving your body the right nutrition, with the aloe, the tea, and the shake, right? So that way your body is going through this like total transformation, like inside transformation, right? And the nutrition, the cleansing, and also, the tea, the energy boosting is like doing like this big renovation inside your body. Your body is this house, right? It needs a good renovation. And as a result of doing this Herbalife routine, right, like people get results. Okay, so which is why, if your goal is to lose weight, I would say, don't eat anything on top of it. But of course, if you're like, I'm struggling to just like start my day with just liquid, then okay, let's see, when I'm working with a client, I really have to see your individual case in order for me to suggest what can we do to kind of make it flexible. Okay, what can we add to it? Right. But I'll tell you what, 99% of the time, 99% of the time, I have people telling me that they're actually fine, right? Before they start, they will assume that they're going to get hungry if they eat like this because they're seeing that it's only liquid, right? But I'll say 99% of the time, people are okay. When they report to me the next day after they're trying for the first time, they're like, you know what? I'm actually really full and I actually don't crave anything. I don't need to eat anything until like my lunchtime comes. Normally, before lunchtime comes, I'm already like going crazy and craving something. Okay. So this is actually the beauty of the breakfast, right? And however, if your goal is to like gain healthy weight, gain muscles, or if you're someone like me that's pregnant or breastfeeding, then obviously we will suggest, right? I do suggest to like add some extra like solid food on top of your breakfast routine because of the extra calories and the extra nutrients required, right? Like I'm talking about extra additional because of your your body condition and because of a specific, like goal that you have right now, right? So I hope this answers everybody's question. So the, answer is you can eat something on top of it, but if your goal is to lose weight, then, you don't need to. Okay, just remember that. Okay, now the next question. Okay. Could I drink coffee during breakfast? Right? I get this all the time, especially from the coffee lovers, right? Like, okay, I'm used to drinking coffee during breakfast. So now I'm doing Herbalife, breakfast. Can I still drink my coffee? My answer, this is my answer. Okay. My answer is don't do your coffee during your breakfast. I'm not here to take away your coffee. Okay. I am respecting your preference and your lifestyle. And I'm also not saying that coffee is a bad thing. It's not, right? But it's really about like when you drink it and how much you drink it, and also like how your body needs to depend on having coffee. Okay. And so for those that really love their coffee, I usually suggest that, do your breakfast routine, wait for a couple of hours, have your coffee like, outside of the routine, right? Don't go and get your coffee right after the breakfast routine because you really don't need that additional caffeine on top of everything you've just done, right? Like, the caffeine from the tea, which is already giving your body the energy boost and in a mild way, because the tea caffeine doesn't like give you that sudden lift, energy lift like what like what coffee does. So you already got that gentle, energy boost from the tea. And not to mention tea is antioxidant, right? Which means it keeps you younger, slows down aging. And you've already got that in your breakfast routine. So if you really, really do need to have your coffee as like a recreational beverage, I'll say have it in the mid-morning, maybe like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or something like that, right? Or maybe midday if you need something like that, right? And if you do want to have coffee, I highly recommend the Herbalife high protein coffee. Okay, right. So this is something that's been launched like in a couple of recent, or not a couple of years. I think it's been around for like 5 years already. And it has been like such an amazing, like, replacement to the conventional coffee, because not only that you're drinking, enjoying a nice coffee aroma and, just everything good about coffee, but also you're taking in like, protein for your body, right? So we always suggest that if you want a snack, pick a protein balanced, protein rich snack, right? Because your body really needs a lot of protein, right? So this is my suggestion. Okay, you can have coffee, but just have coffee outside of your breakfast routine. Wait for a couple of hours at least, right? And very often, this is actually the fact that I have found that with my coffee loving clients, right? They always, a lot of them, not always, a lot of them always come back and tell me that, what, I realized that after doing the routine, I actually don't need to have coffee. Normally, I'll definitely crave it. Like I cannot start my day. I cannot think straight and do anything without the coffee. But after doing the breakfast routine, I found that, hey, I'm actually feeling really good. I actually don't need it. Right. So especially for those of you that depend, your energy depends on having the coffee, you will actually notice that big difference when you start doing the Herbalife breakfast routine. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Okay. Question number 5, FAQ number 5. Can I do this routine for lunch or dinner instead of breakfast? Okay, let me repeat this question again, just in case if people get lost, right? So a lot of people want to do the routine. They're like, okay, sounds like a good routine, but I don't have time in the morning. Okay, I really like have to get up and just drive to work or something like that, right? I really, really don't have the time for it. Can I leave it till like lunch to do it, or can I just do it in the afternoon or for dinner instead? Okay, and also some people may have a very different lifestyle, different schedule, because they work at night and then they sleep for half a day, and so they're kind of morning. The first time they wake up during the day is probably midday already, which is lunchtime, right? So here's my answer for this. Okay, so it is called the breakfast routine for a reason. And also, as I've mentioned before, right? When you wake up first thing in the morning, your body, when you wake up first thing, doesn't matter if it's in the morning or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, in the middle of the day, your body still demands 140 nutrients, right? So it doesn't matter what time of day you wake up, because you've had these long hours. Let's assume 6 to 8 hours of sleep, right? Like whether if it's like at night or maybe you sleep for the morning, right? Your body wakes up, it still needs to break the fasting, right? So it still needs all the nutrition and it still needs the cleansing, right? So if you have a, different working schedule, you wake up in the middle of the day, I'll say your first meal, okay? So your breakfast is essentially your lunch, maybe, right? Like the lunchtime, but you still follow the 1, 2, 3. I hope this is clear. And I know that we have a lot of friends that, work nighttime and they ask this question, right? And of course, if you have to if you don't start your work right away, then you can wait until you have another meal. Or if you do have to get going right away, right? And if you feel like this is not enough, then you can definitely have something else on top of the breakfast routine, which is already like your lunch, right? So this is actually the first case. And then the second case is like where people just want to negotiate. They just don't want to have breakfast. They insist on the habit of skipping breakfast. Okay, and my answer for that is you have to change something. If you want your body to change, okay, if you want your health to change, you have to make some kind of changes, right? So if you keep on doing the same, if you keep the same kind of nutritional habits and the same habits, right, nothing's going to change. So why don't we make this small change, just this simple small change, and see how you feel about it, right? This simple small change is to start eating breakfast. And this 3 steps actually don't take that long to prepare, right? And once you get a hang of it, 5 to 10 minutes is all you need, right? Like for the sake of your body, can you spare 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, right, to prepare your breakfast, right? 1, 2, 3 steps, right? And I know it may seem like, wow, it's a lot of steps and complicated at first, but I am here to hold you accountable. I'm here to take the ground for you and to tell you that it's actually very simple, right? Just gotta get your mind in the right place, right? Remember, it's 80% nutrition, 20% activities, and 100% mindset. Get your mind in the right place and just remember how important nutrition is for your body and how important is your goal to you. If you have already committed to the goal of healthy weight loss or healthy weight gain or nutrition improvement, then just do this one thing. Let's make this one little change by start eating breakfast, and you will actually see how your body will change as a result of you putting good nutrition into your body first thing in the morning. So my answer is, don't do this for lunch and dinner instead. If you're someone that can actually have breakfast, but you choose to skip it, you choose not to do it, then I'll tell you what, let's make that change, okay? Don't do it for lunch or dinner instead. You need this, your body needs this first thing in the morning, okay? Cleansing, energize, metabolism boosting, and also nourishing, okay? Your body needs it. All right, now that brings us to the final question. Okay, the final FAQ is how long do I have to do the breakfast routine for, right? And I think I have actually answered this question in some of my previous videos regarding how long do I drink Herbalife for, right? A lot of you guys always ask me this, how long do I have to do it for? And my answer to this is that it's really depending on your progress, okay, and your result, what kind of result you want. And also it depends on your personal experience with the products, right? With the products and also with, say, someone like me as a coach, and also with the community, with the whole experience, right? Remember, Herbalife experience is not just about a product. It's also about the coach that you have, right? And also it's about the education, the information that you get, and also the accountability and the community support. All of these come together as the total package. Okay, so for a lot of us, right, a lot of the people inside our community, once we've tried this Herbalife breakfast, right, it's so simple, it's so yummy, and it makes our body it helps our body become so healthy, we want to keep going, right? Like someone like me, okay, and a lot of people that I can name that have been doing this Herbalife breakfast routine for over 10 years, for me almost 9 years, and for my mentors over 20 years. And some people might be like, what, you don't get sick of it or whatever, but the thing is, right, once we have tried once we put something so nutritious and so beneficial for our body, why do we want to go back to the kind of breakfast that puts nothing but sugar or fat or only caffeine in our body in the morning, right? Like, I do not want to switch up. But of course, there are some exceptions. Like maybe we are on holiday, right? And maybe we're staying at some hotel that comes with breakfast, or like there are special occasions and exceptions, right? Maybe we're staying at someone else's house. If we don't have the Herbalife breakfast with us, then we eat whatever is there, right? Which is fine. But for the majority of my time, right, even during pregnancy, postpartum, breastfeeding times, my breakfast is still the Herbalife breakfast routine, right? Because that's just how much it just comes down to how much benefit my body has really got from the products, from the routine. And also I am the product of the product. I feel like a lot healthier, I feel a lot stronger, and also it doesn't take that much time and effort to make in the morning, right? And which I love, something convenient and nutritious. So, based on my personal experience and also many people inside our community, we prefer to keep going with this breakfast routine. And this breakfast routine is not designed as like a weight loss formula, or like, a muscle gain formula or something like that, that you only take for a short period of time. But of course, for people that have a goal for a certain amount of time, you do this breakfast routine. It helps you, right? It helps your body become healthier. And also as a result, you shed off excess weight, right? Like it will do that, for a period of time. But also for a lot of people who want to maintain and who love this routine, right? It is not drug or anything like that. So you can definitely keep going with a breakfast routine for as long as you want, right? And like I said, if it all comes down to your personal experience with it, right? If you feel like I need a break, I want to stop it, then that's fine, Yeah, I'm not here to force anyone to do anything. And it really comes down to like, your personal experience with it. And, if you like it, of course, you can keep going with it. Okay. Just remember, it is not a prescribed kind of like drug or some kind of like diet that's special or medicinal. You can only do for a small amount of time. Okay. And if you look at someone like me, I've been doing it for almost 9 years, like I'm still healthy. I don't have side effects, right? My pregnancies have been very healthy. My babies are healthy, and my energy is like through the roof. So I can tell you without being biased that, it is working for me, as part of my day-to-day nutrition. Okay, so here I have, I guess, answer all the 6 different FAQs that you guys have. And of course, if you do have other questions about, Herbalife breakfast routine, write them in the comment below, or you can just reach out to me on my Instagram. Facebook. Okay, I check my Instagram a lot faster, and also I check them more frequently than checking Facebook. Okay, so if you want to get a hold of me faster, the better way is to reach out to me on Instagram. And of course, if you guys will like, if you don't have a coach and you're looking for some kind of like program to help you improve your body wellness and body confidence, I'll be more than happy to be your coach, right? And you can check out how to work with me in the description below. I have several programs that I offer to basically help you guys improve your health and wellness, together with the integration of the Herbalife products. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's episode, guys. I hope you guys like today's content. And of course, comment and, give a like button and share if you find it useful. And if you're new here, okay, make sure you smack the subscribe button and notification bell. I am here every Wednesday and Saturday, right? So I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.